Alright guys, welcome back to another recap, another red day, so locking in $1,200 loss. It is a pretty big, decent sized loss, but my average loss ever in the last 2 3 years of trading is usually 1,300. That's what I average, so it's normal for me. I'm not upset about it. I was green, so I did a green to red move, but it's okay. It's just how we manage these red days and bounce back. What makes really a successful day trader. So you guys watching my recaps daily, you guys see me. I'm not mad. I'm not crying my eyes out. I'm fine. And then even if you watch me trade live, which I encourage you guys to do, after that big loss, I stayed calm. I downsized my share size, traded my setups, took another loss. I still kept trading after I stopped trading, after I stopped streaming. Still taking the same setups, same size, and was able to shave off a little bit of a loss. But yeah, so it's just part of trading, and you got to be okay with these and learn to put them behind you, and then come back the next day fresh. So, wiped off a little bit of all of yesterday's profit, and a little bit of Tuesday's, but still green during this week. So only two red weeks all year long. So I'm fine, even if I look at my reports for you guys. So right here, last 30 days, I'm still up. $8,900, so just shy of 9,000. So this pullback today, it's just part of the game. Look at this nice rally, right? This looks better than any stock out there you're watching right now in the market or Bitcoin. So this tiny little pullback does not scare me, does not frustrate me or anything like that. Look at all this consistency and then 4 red days. So I'm fine. With that being said, let me go over to my Thinkorswim platform and show you guys the traits. So the biggest loser today was BHAT, and looking back at it, I feel so dumb because this looks so clean and it's just rallying all day long. 300% up, and I'm down $1,200 on the day. But I had one bad trade on it, the one that I sized up. I took it pretty aggressively. I paid the price, and then the rest of the day I slowly just started recovering some losses on this stock. And then I did call it a day, and then it still ran up another almost $1 a share. But my biggest loss was the very first trade on this one. So we had this nice break of downtrend. Actually, I even called this one and never jumped it. I had this drawn pre-market there and there, here as well. Speaking about pre-market and drawing at pre-market, guys, if you want to watch me trade live right here on YouTube, click that notification bell 15 minutes before market open. Or if you want to watch me on Tradecaster, it's a little bit better latency, and a lot of people are also watching over there as well. Also, kind of just a quick hint, not a quick hint, just kind of a quick news for you guys on YouTube. I am building a course for day trading. It's taken me about a month and a half now that I've been working on it. I'm probably like 70-80% finished with it. But if you're a complete beginner or somebody that just started trading shares or day trading, I'm going to have everything in there from A through Z of how to day trade and how I day trade. So if you want to check it out, stay tuned. I'll post it on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and all of that. But back to my trade. So, $2 resistance is what I was looking at. So first that downtrend, I missed that trade. Didn't even jump in on it at all. But we get this nice squeeze right up to $2, and I don't know why. In my mind, the second I saw that price go up to 197, which is that candle right there, and that wick right there, and $2 right there, I said this is going to hold this level and is going to squeeze through $2, and I'm going to play this aggressively. So I punched the buy button at 190. 190 is where I got in and was hoping to get that next trade up to through $2 and then pull away. Um, Looking back at it, I chased it. Why? Because that pre-market high is 185, and we broke 185. But you guys know my rules of closing above and waiting for confirmation. And if I would have waited for this candle to close, it tucked itself below 185. I shouldn't have traded it. I would have never traded it. And actually, I wouldn't have traded any of this either. Not until up here where we got a small little close above and then did end up rallying. But barely small profit there, it looks like. But so that first trade I jumped in too early. I chased it. It was my fault. So I'm looking back at it. It's my fault. I know that. But took a $1,600 loss on that trade right there. Um, I think it was my second trade because PEV was my first trade. So up 310 on PEV. But let me go back to the other one and finish this one. So after that, I was down probably like somewhere in the day. I was down like 1.5, 1.6k on the day. Slowly started to making some of these losses, just buying some of these breakouts here, trying to get new high, trying to pull away. So that $2 right there. Now trying to see if we hold $2, 2.10. So buying some dip buys there and getting some of those placed through this move here. Once again, a little bit of a flag. And this one I should have added pretty more aggressively through here because we have that resistance from this side. So right there, and then here's consolidating right above that resistance. I didn't add on there. I actually chased that move through that squeeze. Made a little bit of money there, and I think all the way up here trying to get that next move again through that new high of 283. I didn't get it, and by the time this move happened, which was the one that pulled away, I was done trading and I called it a day. Looking back at it now as well, these trend lines on this stock look so clean. Like one touch, two touch, and then here could have been your third ad. Same thing here, one touch, two touch. All of these could have been perfect ads, and I mean, I didn't trade any of those at all. But not my style, so trying to learn a little bit more about that as well. PEV was my only green trade of the day. PEV I traded the beginning market open. Took a trade on this nasty flush down here. It fell all the way down to 802, and I bought in at 8. I thought I got that flush. 8-1, and I got in at 8-8-1-7. So I got a little bit on that tiny little flush down, and then was selling into that highs, trying to get a new high. And then I came back and took another step here. This one I was looking for this $8 hold, so we had this break of downtrend. We had a lot of green candles together, but I didn't trade this until this $8 was starting to hold. Once $8 hold, I take a dip trade there. So 801, you can see this is my buy button. 80800, it's was where I punched it in, and then I ended up actually stopping out. I was wanting to see if I could take a small share size and ride it all the way back up to 850, so I ended up stopping out right away. And then I didn't trade this any again for the rest of the day. After that one is when I went to BHAT and I had all of this disaster. And then my last trade was actually VEDU, which VEDU I'm a little bit upset about because when I hit the sell button, it actually filled me pretty low. I clicked it, it didn't fill me in, candle dropped, and then it filled me out. So I think it should have been like a $30 loss is what I think I remember. And if you go watch the live, I'm not sure, but if you go watch the live, I know I clicked it and I said I like what the heck happened? Like I got out of this play and then pulled down and then stopped me out. So it took a while. So I was looking for this curl back up right up to 243 and see if we squeeze through 343 and then get through 250. So I bought it on this candle. I was sitting in profit 80, 90, $100 on this trade. Have 1 minute pullback, and then here I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold this to this pullback, see if we get this break of downtrend, see if we retest that, and then squeeze through it. So I held it, and this candle popped down somewhere in this area back to where I had bought, and I clicked the sell button, didn't fill me, and then pulled me out way down here. So 226 is where I actually exited, which is way down here. So 226, and I bought in at 237. So bought here and sold down there. So yeah, I don't. I'd have to go back and look at it. And honestly, I don't care about it. I'm just going to forget about it and trade again tomorrow. And then this one, I tried a small break of downtrend attempt. We had tested this once, twice, three. This would be the fourth time. So I took a small size, 500, see if I could get 500 shares from here all the way to 250. It didn't work out, and that was my last trade. And I said, I'm done trading. I'm not going to risk anything else. So that was it. BHAT, I guess I could have kept trading, but whether I'm green or whether I red, I always walk away, and that's something that you guys need to learn from my discipline. If I'm green, $2,000, I'm not gonna keep trading. Say I got a cushion of $2,000, and I'm gonna try to get more, cause I'll give it back. If I'm red, I'm not gonna say I have to go green, I have to break even, I have to make some back. No, I get to the point where I'm done trading, where I just trade it, and I don't think there's anything else. Even if there is, even if there's not, I'm red. Okay, call it a day. Try again tomorrow. We'll always live to trade another day, and I'd rather do that than to be today so with those emotions of, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have taken this trade down here or whatever, anything like that. Um, but yeah, so this is today's recap. I know it was a little bit late, and I was talking about, I don't know if I already talked about it or not, about my course that I'm putting together for complete beginners, and so it should be out pretty soon, I think. And besides that, you can still watch me trade live, guys. So if you want to watch me trade live and learn that way, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, make sure to hit like and subscribe on this YouTube video. I appreciate all of you guys that do and all the support. And I will see you guys tomorrow's recap or tomorrow's live. So see you then.